Welcome everyone to another half-ass beer review. My name is Josh and tonight we are trying a new beer, a celebratory beer. I kicked the COVID. I actually had a very mild case of it, very luckily had a mild case of it, and last week I didn't do any reviews because I didn't feel like immune system with alcohol, even though I don't know how greatly it does that, I just know it does that. So I didn't want to drink beer and then all of a sudden have a really bad case of it and, be out of work longer or anything like that. And also, I felt bad. I had like a moral dilemma doing beer review videos while I wasn't working. Does that make sense? I didn't want to feel like I was, heckling the system or like screwing the system over. I don't really know. But anyway, we're back at it tonight. So when I was a kid, long time ago, it was the 90s, and CD players weren't around. Digital media wasn't around. We had cassette tapes. I mean, CDs were a little bit in there, but not a lot. So what you would do if you wanted your own playlist, say, you went to the store and you got a blank cassette, you came home and you listened to the radio and you would hit record whenever your song came on. That's how you made your mixtapes. And usually at the end, a song got cut off and you had to hurry up, switch around, hit it, and hit record again. So you're missing probably a good 15 to 20 seconds of that song. Just the way it was. Now, this can of beer I'm about to try tonight has a very nostalgic name because it was probably one of those songs that I had on one of those cassettes. It was a very popular song in the 90s. You could get down to it, had a really, it was kind of a groove. This is a can of Return of the Mac. This is a coffee blonde with caramel cream, coffee, and vanilla. Streetside Brewing Company in Cincinnati, Ohio. There is a beer tail on the back. Return of the Mac borrows the delicate flavors of our managing brewer's wife's favorite cup of caramel cream coffee. Honey malt provides a slight sweetness while fresh vanilla and creamy coconut balance out the notes of mild roasted coffee. It's a silky smooth brew you'll enjoy any time of the day. 5.5% ABV. And this can comes courtesy of Drastin the Dungeon Master. Check him out on Twitch, 70 Dungeons, every Monday at 7 o'clock. Now, let's pour this sucker. Let's look at it, smell it, taste it, get a rating out of it. Coffee blonde, you say? Doesn't really surprise me there. And I'm already getting coffee notes without even putting this beer up close to me. Got a nice little cream head on it. Oh, and it's just caramel, coffee. It's got a very sweet smell to it. Getting a little bit of that coconut in here. That might be the sweetness. Honey malt too, though. Man, this beer smells really good. I'm a huge coffee fan. I drink black coffee, though, so when you start putting like creamers and flavors in it, it's not really my style. I do enjoy it, but I just prefer the bitterness of a good dark roast coffee. But this isn't about me. This is about the beer. And we are going to try it right now. And as always, on Half-Ass Beer Review, we do little drink, big drink. Cheers, everybody. Yeah. Ooh, okay. Very sweet malt base to it. Very sweet. Okay. And that caramel's working in really well with it. Just a hint of coconut. Nothing really like gross or overpowering because coconut can get like that sometimes. It's very smooth. And there's just like a hint of like bitter coffee. Like a very nice hint of bitter coffee that just runs all the way through it. But it's mainly like the sweetness from the cream. Man, this is highly enjoyable. This is like scary good. You can take big drinks of this and enjoy every little bit of it. You can take another drink and get you a rating. Yeah, very nice. A lot of times, coffee beers, they can be like really upfront and overpowering with coffee, and that's what they rely on. Because I know people that are drinking coffee beers usually love coffee, and they're not going to say anything if it's just a big, huge coffee beer. This is very nice. The sweetness of the malt works really well with the cream, the caramel, a little bit of that coconut in there, and then just like that steady coffee taste all the way through. This is almost like one of those like coffee drinks you get from Big B or from Starbucks. Not overly top sweet like those are, but I mean this is This is a beautiful beer. For a rating for this beer, I'm going to give it a 4.9. This is a very good beer, a very enjoyable beer. This was a perfect beer for coming back into beer reviews. Man, it seems like a lot of things have been holding me back from doing beer reviews. First, work through Christmas because it was just so darn busy, and then I got COVID. I got a family vacation coming up, not this weekend, but the weekend after, and then we're going to Disney in a couple weeks. That's going to be pretty awesome, and I'm going to try to do some beer reviews while we're down in Disney. It all depends on how much time I have, because I know the family's going to have to go down and take a rest at some point during the day, and I think that's when I'm going to take a little energy shot and go out and do my thing, hopefully. Now, that's going to do it for this episode of Half-Assed Beer Review. Thank you all for stopping by and checking out this new delicious beer with me. Return of the Mac is getting a 4.9. Very good. Streetside Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. If you see something on the shelf from them, pick it up. If you are in the area, stop at the brewery. Now, if you're looking at me, wondering how you can support me, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. If you like what you saw and you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. And the easiest way to support this channel is simply giving this video a thumbs up. Now, if you've had this beer, had some other beer from them, and you think otherwise, or you think similar that I do, leave it down in the comments. That's what I like most, is just hearing comments from people and interacting with them if they've had beers like this and whatnot. Now, until next time, please keep your fridges full and have a great night.